All right, everyone. Well, thank you for another episode of Studio 90 China 07. We're in the studio. We are joined with the Queen of Caps, Kristine Lilly. Kristine, thank you for joining us here.
No problem. Thanks for finally having me. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, finally got on the show.
Kristine's been watching every show.
I've seen all of them. You look great in every episode.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure.
No one's ever said that. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Appreciate that. Not even my mom.
No?
Mom, no.
Well, I'm trying to get back on a second time, so I'm
Oh, nice, nice. Well, you say that now. We'll see once we get to the back of the quiz.
All
But
right.
first of all, let's talk about, you played in 4 previous World Cups. You've been around. You've been through everything. And then this World Cup, in our group, you've got Nigeria, North Korea, and Sweden. Was this the toughest World Cup group for you ever?
I don't know. It's tough. A lot of people are asking different questions like that. And, you know, each World Cup, it's never easy. You know, everyone thinks, you know, in the 91, you know, when we won it, that it was easy. It was never easy. And now if you look at the teams and the women's game, it's grown so much. Teams are better. There's more investment behind the program. So I have to say it wasn't easy. It was tough. And I think how we played and what we did to get out of our group was tremendous for this group.
Definitely, and you guys obviously played well enough to get out. But I think a lot of the players have told us that you guys still think you can play better. You guys played a great second half against England. Take us within the team. What are you guys talking about, and how much do you guys think you can still play that much better?
Well, I think all of us, you know, especially the first couple games, tons of nerves. I mean, this is my 5th World Cup. You still get them no matter how many times you've been here. And the young players, first time in a big event. So you get some of those nerves out, and then trying to play on top of that. And I think what's been interesting, it's not that we've been playing badly, it's more so teams are disrupting our play.
Okay.
You know, the first North Korea, Sweden all played long balls, so it was getting the ball down and trying to play with the ball on the ground. And I think when you saw the England game, we did that very well in the second half. That's more our style. So I think teams made it disruptive for us to play. In addition, you know, we have to take some responsibility as a team and start to play. And that's what we, you know, talked about before this last game. You know, let's just play. Play soccer. Don't think about anything else. Do what you do best. Have fun out there, most importantly. And then I think the game kind of takes it away. And I think you saw a good game for us against England.
Brazil is next in the semifinals. They've played very well in this tournament so far. You guys played them in June in Giant Stadium.
Right.
But are they a different team now, especially now that they have Marta out there?
Yeah, I mean, every team is different when the World Cup comes. I mean, if you saw, Nigeria, we only see them in the World Cup.
Right, exactly.
But the atmosphere is it's time to step it up, and each team does. And Brazil will step it up once again, and, you know, Marta's back in the lineup with them. And they are a very good team, but I believe we are as well. And I think if you see the matchups with us in Brazil and Norway and Germany, it's going to be a great semis all around.
What are the keys to this Brazil game?
I think for us is to play our game like we did against England. Focus more on us, on the attack, and trying to keep Brazil on their heels instead of us being on our heels. And you finish our chances and create. If we create, the more chances we create, obviously, the more chances we have an opportunity to score. But then, you know, finishing that, you know, because in the World Cup, sometimes you only get one chance and you need to finish that.
Moving away from the field, let's talk about your husband, Dave Heavey. All right.
He's quite a celeb.
He is. He's all over the place. Definitely.
I'm kind of like taking a back seat to him.
Just
but
good.
That's all right.
Keep the pressure off you. Put it on him.
Exactly.
That's what he's here for.
That's right.
So everyone kind of knows the story. Probably heard the story about how you guys met and
Right.
the whole walking over to the firehouse, or he walked over to you. There's some
There's
contradiction there.
Depends on who's telling the story.
Exactly.
Me or him.
Exactly. And you brought the Olympic medal back to him to show him. But I want to know about the first date. That's the good story. What was the first date like? Lay it on me.
Well, you know, since we're both athletes, you know, something athletic had to be involved. If you call bowling athletic.
Nice.
But that did take place. But I think the other part of the story is that people don't realize is we made a bet to make the first date happen.
Oh.
Red Sox Yankees.
Really?
So that's really, you know, and it was almost what didn't I meet? 3 years ago.
Wow.
Right about now.
Very nice.
Yankees were up 3-0. 2004.
Ah, yes.
We don't need to go any further than what happened. But needless to say,
the Yankees fan here does not want to remember
we don't
that.
want to. But I lost the bet, but he paid for dinner.
Oh, nice.
And then we went bowling.
Well, how did you bowl?
5 games later, we both the next day had bad backs and hurt hamstring. No, but it was great. It was so much fun. We had dinner, went bowling, and it was just the start of everything.
So I would assume his bowling ball is like 50 pounds because he is gigantic. I've seen him around, seen him at the games.
I think he can like palm it. And
he is a big man. And I was like telling someone, like, God, Dave is big. And they're like, you're big. I was like, yeah, but he's like strong big. Like I'm maybe as tall as him. I'm 6'3", 6'4". He's got like muscles and stuff. So he lifts the weights at the firehouse, doesn't he? Yeah. He's throwing up the weights.
He works hard.
He always wears the hockey jersey at the game, and he's got Lilly on the back. USA hockey jersey is great. What's the story behind that?
A friend of his that he played hockey with, I think a Canadian guy that either he played hockey with or knew, he had heard that he was dating me, and he didn't know who I was, but his sister or someone did.
Okay.
So they looked me up, and then they realized, and they're like, oh, and they made this jersey for him and said, we always knew you wanted your own U.S. hockey jersey. So they had Lilly and the captain in the front.
Right.
And ever since, when he first got it, I'm like, you got to wear that. And he's like, I think I will. And then every game he's ever been at, he's worn it.
And how has Dave kind of helped you enjoy the game more?
I think, he's given me a new appreciation for life in a sense. So he's more of a cup half full guy. I think before that I was more of a half empty kind of girl. So I think he's changed that. And then it's just a support. I mean, he's a huge sports fan and now a soccer fan, and it's nice to share this with someone. I mean, my family's always been there and very supportive, but now it's nice to have, a husband to share it with.
Definitely. All right, Kristine, the Queen of Caps, as we said, over 300 caps, 127 goals, one of the best soccer players in the world, but none of that's going to help you when we do the Back Four quiz. Coming up next. Everyone stick around. We'll be back in a little bit.